Awesome. Okay, first of all, thank you guys so much for your patience over the Christmas holidays. It was not an easy one for me. I don't know about all of you, but what I can tell about 2022, and from all the readings that I've done, a lot of us are in the same boat, is that especially towards the end of 2022, we were bottlenecked. Now, what I mean by that is that there are certain things in our life that have been preventing us from getting from where we are to where we want to go. Those things are often things that we don't realize are bad for us, like a kid with candy. It's like, I want that so bad, give me the candy. And that's all they eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It makes them sick. And then they'll be sitting there going, why am I so sick? Why am I so sick? Well, it's because of what you're eating. But if you're not willing to get rid of what you're eating, then you're going to keep getting sick. And we are just like this sometimes. So what God will do is he will remove everything that is standing in our path, whether we like it or not. And just saying that, I get goosebumps. That resonated with somebody here because I can feel it. So what happened is that we were all bottlenecked into these situations to clear out anything that is standing in our path, whether we wanted to recognize that it was standing in our path or not. If it was removed from your life, I promise you, it was standing in your path. Even though some of these are relationships that we love, that we want so bad to be different and healed so that we can stay together, sometimes you have to let these relationships go because healing is not possible when you're together. Sometimes we have to heal separately and then we can come back together as healed people. Because if we're both hurt people, then hurt people hurt people. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, I digress. I'm not going to do too much talking because I got too much spirit built up in my head over the last 10 days. Bear with me while I am navigating, hosting this Zoom all by myself. See, spirit's so loud in my head. All right, I'm going to quickly go over how this works for me, even though a lot of you know, a lot of you don't know. Wait, I wasn't even done what I was saying before. See, this is how much spirit's in my head. Forgive me that I sound like an idiot right now. I'm trying to talk while people in my head are talking. So if you've ever tried to count with somebody spitting out numbers over here at you, I've got brothers. What can I say? I've done this a lot. Used to it. That's what it's like being in my head sometimes. Anyway, all of that old stuff is being cleared out. And I want to make this point before I move on because we are moving into a 7 number, you guys. 7 is God's number. 7 is spirituality. 7 means that this year, so many of us are going to be compelled, are going to be inspired, are going to be motivated to get more in touch with our internal. We are going to be doing a lot more meditating, a lot more going within, a lot more healing. We're going to see the synchronization, the guidance, and the angelic guidance and whatnot all around us. So if you were one of those people like me who had a tough ending of 2022, just know that this is happening for you, not to you. And it's burning like this is why I used the analogy in the blog that I posted this morning, is it's like a farmer's field. They have to burn out the old to create new, to leave room for the new. So there's so many good things coming in your world. And how do you know that for sure? Because I'll tell you this, God doesn't waste his time burning down fields that have no growth potential. He only burns down the fields of people that he needs to make room for the growth potential. So if you're sitting there in your field and nothing got removed, well, then you probably don't have a huge amount of blessings coming in yet, because it will be removed at just the right moment to make room for what's coming in. All right. Okay, so here we go, you guys. This is how this works. This is how it works for me. Anyway, I want you to keep in mind. Oh, interesting. Okay, Spirit said tell you the one other thing that I learned today. Not today, but in this period of quiet that I've been in. I learned something really fascinating to me that blew me away. I think I know Jesus, a lot of the Jesus stories, very well. I don't specifically know the Bible inside and out, because the Bible has been so manipulated and twisted and all of that kind of stuff that it's hard to read it from start to finish and not go, yeah, right. Psh, you know, but here's the thing. As a little girl and all through my life, I've studied the Bible stories, and I learned something new. Just let me say, because that's where the wisdom is. Forget all the nonsense. The wisdom is in the stories themselves. And I learned something new that I did not know before. And it's really extraordinarily powerful and is changing my life dramatically. And it goes along with everything I was just saying about burning out the old and bringing in the new. Why does this matter so much? This is why. What I learned was that Jesus could not perform miracles in his own hometown, in his own city. This is the man, the being connected to God that made blind men see, crippled men walk, that healed the sick, that performed all kinds of miracles, but could not do that in his hometown. Why? The reason for that is because the people in his hometown were the people that he had grown up with his whole life. They knew him as the boy, the little boy. They could not see him as God, as a, not a, I don't want to say as a God, because that just doesn't feel right in my soul. Let me just say they couldn't see him as an enlightened man of power. They couldn't see him as a connected divine being. Therefore, their disbelief in him overrode his ability to help them. Does that make sense to you guys? Do you follow that? If he was surrounded by people that did not see him as the magnificent being that he was, he had no power to help him, to help them. And this is why it's so important that we clear out anything that is preventing us from moving forward. Because sometimes we surround ourselves with people that we love immensely, but maybe don't give half a flying shit about us as much as we do about them. Or they don't believe in us as much. And here's the thing, if they don't believe in us, we can't help them. If we're surrounded by a bunch of people that don't believe in us, then we can't get from where we are to where we need to go, because you won't be able to access most of your gifts. If you are surrounded by people that disbelieve in you and create the inability for you to access the power that is truly available to you, then you can't. You can't. Think about Jesus. If he remained in his hometown the whole life, then this world would not be a good place. So if you find a whole bunch of people being removed, even if it's just temporary, just know that this is happening to fill up your world with people that do believe in you, that people that do support you, that people that do love you. Because let me tell you, nothing is more powerful in this world than the force of love, than the energy of love. Love creates, literally, human beings, creates possibilities, creates potential, creates motivation, creates discipline, creates possibilities when there was none before. Following me? So this is why it's so important that I change. See, I got all this download after I followed the breadcrumbs to receive that download. I used to do these live readings where I would just let you guys call in and I would take whoever called in, right? But some of those people didn't believe in me, didn't believe in what I can do, didn't believe in their loved ones, being able to communicate with them. And no matter how good I am, I could be the best tarot reader, the best psychic medium in the entire world. And if your belief is that I can't help you, I can't, and I'm wasting my time. I want you guys to understand that I'm not up here doing these free readings and stuff because I have something to prove. I have nothing to prove to you. I'm quite convinced that I have the ability to do what I say I can do. That doesn't mean I'm 100% perfect all the time or 100% accurate. I don't think that's even possible. But what I mean by that is I've been doing this, and I've been doing free lives for 7 years. There's a lot of other ways that I could spend my time advertising, and I could get followers if that's what I was looking for. But that's not what fills me up. That's not what motivates me. That's not what I'm here for. It would be lovely to see it. It makes me feel good when I see new followers, sure. But that's not the whole point of this. The point of this is that what makes me thrive is knowing that these abilities that I have the ability to help you guys with them. That when I help somebody else and I can see that, you got to understand these abilities were things in my life that people teased me about. They called me crazy for, they ridiculed me. They still do to this day. To this day, my Christmas and my New Year's was so dramatically painful because nobody wanted me in it. Nobody wanted me around. They're embarrassed of me. I'm not the one that you invite to parties because I make people uncomfortable. I literally had somebody ask me not to come to their kid's birthday party because their husband didn't want me there. Find out later, a year later, that he was actually cheating on her. Gee, I wonder why he didn't want me there. Because they look at me and think, well, she'll know. Anyway, I digress. Point is, that when I'm able to pass on these messages from spirit and see them connect with you all and see how actually beautiful they really are, I want to protect that. I don't want to give that to people who are going to poo-poo it and going to smear it and disrespect it and all of that kind of stuff, you know? I don't want to waste my time. If you guys need proof that I can do what I say I can do or that these are real, then go back first of all and watch the last 7 years of messages from spirit, and that will give you some ability to judge whether or not you believe in this. And then just keep an open mind and see what spirit has to offer. That's all I can say. Okay, I gotta start, you guys, because spirit is insane in my head and I can't even think straight anymore. So I want you to remember that your loved ones are not talking to me, they are talking to you, and they do not care if I understand this information or not. Oh my God, spirit, don't do this to my nose now. Every time, see? You say you want to be a psychic medium. Are you prepared to be humiliated day in and day out? Scratching your nose while in front of thousands of people? That's okay. Maybe not thousands, but you know what I'm saying. Oh my God, I'm sorry I'm so weird, you guys. There's so much spirit in my head. Let me try this again. Your loved ones are not talking to me, they're talking to you, and they don't care if I understand the information or not. They don't have a physical body to communicate with speech like you and I can. They communicate with energy. They are pure energy now. And so, sorry, I'm doing two things at once. They communicate with energy. And how do we interpret and understand the energy of the world around us? Through our senses. Sight, touch, taste, smell, sound, whatever that might be. This is so weird, you guys. It looks like there's people that are here but are having trouble getting in. Admit all. Oh, hopefully that helps. Back to what I was saying. They're pure energy. So they don't step forward with their name, address, and phone number. They step forward with their energy, and I will interpret that energy through my senses, and they will play things from what I call my library, my thoughts, feelings, and experiences. They will show me or highlight whatever it is that they need to show me or highlight to get me to say what they need me to say, so you get the message they need you to hear. But I promise you, they don't care if I understand the message or not. Just the other day, I was giving a reading to one of my members, and her grandma came through, and I'm like, why is your grandma showing me all kinds of wrapping paper, like everywhere? I know we just had Christmas, but she's emphasizing the wrapping paper everywhere. And she said that she's a single mom, just her and her son. And she said that her son asked her to leave the wrapping paper on the ground for 2 days after Christmas because it made him feel like Christmas was extended. So they did. And so her grandma's coming in showing me the wrapping paper everywhere. Now, I don't know why she's showing me wrapping paper because I'm not in your life. She's talking to you, not me. You see what I mean? So when I tell her the wrapping paper and then she explains it to me, that makes sense. Because your loved ones are not here. This is not about predicting what is coming up for you, even though they do that sometimes. This is not about guessing your dog's name in 1982 or the number that you have written on a piece of paper hidden in your shoe. This is about spirit giving you the validations and messages that will prove that they are with you here and now by giving you the validations of things that I cannot possibly ever know. Does that make sense? Okay. So the way my list works, the next thing, how do you get a message from spirit? How do I pick who I'm choosing? And whatnot? It's a little bit of both. It's a little both. Spirit, slow down so I can speak straight. It's a little bit of me choosing and spirit choosing. I don't even know who I'm going to read for. Even now, I don't know. What I do know is that I have lists. I have lists of people who have been supporting me, liking my stuff, sharing my content, commenting on my stuff, helping my algorithm get going, because I'm highly shadow banned. Let me tell you, the deep state and controllers of this world don't like me getting up here and healing people, because healed people are harder to control. And hurt people, which keep the hurt going and make it easy for them to control. So I get shadow banned to high heaven. There is no such thing as monetization in my world. You guys, in fact, you know that you guys sent me about $200 worth of stars when I was doing all those live Facebook lives. And I feel so bad. This is why I was telling you guys not to send me stars, because what Facebook did was, before I could collect them, they completely dismantled my page. Remember this a little while ago? They pulled me off and banned me for 24 hours. And why? Because I made a comment on somebody else's post a year ago calling Justin Trudeau a pussy. So for that, a year ago, they took my live down mid-live, and then they took away all those stars. So all those people that paid that money for those stars, Facebook got them, not me, which is sad. And I don't want you guys wasting your money on those scams. So you guys supporting me and you guys helping me, the kind words that you guys gave me, the support, the patience, the love that I feel from you guys, I'm telling you, I have needed that in my world for a very long time, because I certainly haven't gotten it from the people that I was surrounding myself in the past. That's going to change in the future, because the people that I'm surrounding myself in the future are going to be freaking amazing. Okay, so like I said, it's a little bit from my list. So every time you guys are liking and sharing and commenting, and this is like, and I'm seeing your names all the time, I'm writing your names down. And then when you're here with me, what I do is I look through and see the names that are familiar. And if you're on my list, I go, and spirit's like here telling me to come to you, then I go to you. That's how this works. So if this is your first time here, you're probably not going to get a reading, because I want you to understand how I read. I want you to gain your respect before I read. And I need you to gain I need to gain your respect, and I want you to gain mine, if that makes sense. Okay, let's jump right in, because I can't handle this anymore. I need to see the names that are here so I can tell who I'm going to. Oh, you guys, a lot of you I've already read for, and a lot of you I have not yet. Oh my gosh, some of you have your faces here, and I'm telling you, when I see your face, I see your loved one right behind you, and it's killing me. Okay, hold on. It makes it hard to choose. Okay, here's how you do this. Spirit, guide me to who I'm going to. I got a dad here that's very loud. Gloria's iPhone. I gotta come to you, sweetie. I gotta come to you. As soon as I said dad, you knew I was coming to you, didn't you? You gotta take me off mute.
Yes, I did.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Have a
Dad.
good Christmas?
Did
Awesome.
I? No.
Yeah.
Did
Well,
you?
that's true. Yeah, not
So?
really.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
grateful for that, because I'll tell you, sometimes we need those challenges and those uncomfortable situations to inspire us to create better next year. So, this Christmas, God burnt down my field. Let me tell you, next Christmas, I expect to see the abundance coming in. Your dad's like, hello, she's here to talk to me, not you. Shut up, lady. Let's go. Ha. You ready to do this? You've seen me read before, right, Gloria?
Yeah.
Awesome. I thought
Yeah.
so. Okay. So let's start with this connection exercise. You ready?
You ready?
I want you to sit with both feet flat on the ground. I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Okay. I like your dad's energy here. Okay, so you're familiar with my term, the puzzle dump, yes?
Yes.
Awesome. Here we go, because I got a big one coming through with your dad. All right. So right away, I got daddy's hands, which is father figure, someone on dad's side. And I knew this was a dad right away because I can feel that loving presence. I also can feel he's showing me the restricted breathing. Like I get choked up in the breath as I come to him, and I can
Mhm.
smell cigarette smoke around him. So I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Was he a smoker?
Oh, definitely.
I was going to say, I'm not sure if he's choking because he's smoking or if he's choking because of the woman behind him, because he's got two people behind him. Pronounce the woman. So I think his mom is on the other side, and he shows me distance and space, which means that she'd been there for some time, and a
Mm.
huge heart going around the two of them. It very relieved to be reconnected on that side. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Is your mom on
Oh,
that side as well?
yes. Yeah.
They put the heart around the two of them, hun. The heart, again, is my symbol for connection and healing. I feel the relief to be reconnected and healed together on that side. Were they separated before they passed, or did one?
Yes.
Yeah, that would
They
make
were
sense.
separated.
That's why they keep emphasizing reconnection and healing now that they're on that side. Say that a little different. Your mom, she's showing me the wiggle, which is my symbol for free mobility on that side. That she has free mobility and she's like very relieved to have this mobility. There's a little bit
Mhm.
of confusion here that I feel, which sometimes means dementia, Alzheimer's, stroke, or aneurysm. But it just feels like at the very end, there was a little bit of unable to communicate. But she also shows me the holding of the hand, which is my symbol that I knew somebody was with me when I took my last breath. I also feel the reassuring for the person that couldn't get there, that it's okay. I can be in two places at the same time. Do you understand that?
Yep. Yeah. I wasn't there when she took her last breath.
Yeah, see, she knew, but there's somebody else was. Yeah, was it one of your siblings?
Yeah. Yes, with my sister.
That's what I thought. Because your mom said, listen, you wouldn't have been able to handle that in your head for the rest of your life, seeing that image of her at the last moment. That can be really hard to carry with us. I've seen those last moments, and sometimes the dead tell me all the time they're so much harder for us than they are for them because they go instantaneously into love, light, and peace. And we're sitting here watching them go, and it looks horrible. You see what I mean?
Yes.
She's thanking you for where you laid her to rest. It feels like she's with the people that she loves. I'm not exactly sure if it's with dad, but she's thanking you because I know that it's with the people that I love. Do you understand that?
Um,
Is she
yes,
cremated?
I think. Yes, she is. She
Where
is.
did her ashes are not in all in one spot. I'm seeing more than one spot or spread. Are they who's got her ashes right now?
The cemetery. She's in, yeah. So
She's okay. So when you say that, I'm just that makes me understand why I'm going to the cemetery because they show me the tombstone
mhm,
as my symbol for where I'm laid to rest, whether they're buried or cremated. They don't care. It's just a symbol.
yeah.
And is there other people at that same cemetery that she loves or other family
Yes,
members?
yes, yes, yes.
That's what she's
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah. She's with Uncle John,
There you go.
her uncle. Yeah. They're actually quite close by each other.
That would say why she's thanking you for being for laying her to rest with somebody that she loves. And like I said, I could feel that there was somebody she loved there, but I didn't think it was your dad. Even though she is
Oh.
emphasizing that she loves him now. Did your dad, again, he's like, well, you started with me. Hello. I can hear the breath, the clearing of the throat, all of that.
Mhm.
He's showing me either he passed from heart or this was a breath thing, because I see one last breath and I'm on the other side.
The heart.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because that's how they
Yeah.
show me heart. It's like, he's funny though. Your dad's like, I got lucky. What a lucky bastard I am. After all that smoking, I could have died in agony, but I went like that.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Please,
Yeah, he is funny.
please know how loved you are. They have the soul of the person underneath of them, which feels younger than, and there's a huge, do you have a spouse on the other side or a sibling on the other side? Because there's somebody to the side that's coming through, offering you an enormous amount of love and making my face.
I have a brother on the other side. Well, two brothers on the other side, actually.
There we go. That's to the side. See, when they come into the side, that means like sibling, husband, something like that. I know that as they're starting to pull their energy back, they're showing me that they're all together on that side. That they have, I can feel that there was some hurt in your family, up and down, challenging times, things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I need you to know that your parents are very much letting you know. Well, your dad keeps showing me the rose-colored glasses, which is my symbol for seeing things differently on that side than I did when I was here in the physical world. And he's overemphasizing. They're all overemphasizing. I love you. I love you. I love you. Usually they will overemphasize something if they didn't actually say it enough in the physical world. And then they're giving you the red rose, which is my symbol for birthday, anniversary, or a date that happens once a year, either just past or coming up. Feels like someone's birthday. Who's got the birthday January, February?
Me. I do.
When is your birthday?
February 25th.
See this? He's like, close enough. We got you in. Happy birthday to you. Your dad's like making me feel like he owed you a birthday present for some time. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Hmm.
Did you quit smoking some time ago as well?
No, 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 no. I'm trying to quit. Yes,
Oh, you're okay, because
but
he's
I'm
showing me
still
this,
smoking.
which is my symbol for quitting smoking. So they're giving you
Yeah.
validations of what's going on in your life right now. Do you want to know how you do that? Have you
Mm.
ever read the book The Easy Way to Quit Smoking by Alan Carr?
No,
So
no.
I was a 2-pack a day chain smoker for 25 years. And the times that I tried to quit before, I felt such deprivation and lack that I just wanted to die. I didn't try to kill myself, but that I thought about it a lot when I wasn't smoking. And I thought for sure I would never be able to quit if I had to go through that. And then one day, so I stopped trying for many years. And then one day somebody gave me that book, The Easy Way to Quit Smoking. And the reason why I read it the whole way through is because the book said, I'm never going to tell you to quit smoking. Never. Light a cigarette, smoke your whole way through this book. What I am going to tell you, what we are going to talk about in this book is how smoking affects you. And we're going to talk about it and change the way you understand smoking. And by the time you're done this book, you won't want a cigarette. Oh, those were challenge accepted words in my world. Oh yeah, mother, I tried to kill myself. I didn't try. Why would I keep saying that? I wanted to kill myself rather than not be a non-smoker in this world before. You think I'm just going to give them up and be like, oh, happy day. Yeah, challenge accepted. You know what happened?
But you
I
quit.
finished I finished the book and I had half a pack of cigarettes left. And sure enough, that next morning after I finished the book, I woke up and I was like, I so don't want those. I do not want to see another cigarette as long as I live. And I went and I gave that half a pack to my dad, who lived with me in my house, smoking in my house at the same time that I quit. And I've never smoked again. Well, that's not true. I've had a couple of casual cigarettes here and there, but I've never needed to smoke again, ever. I was free and it was the happiest time of my life. And it's funny because that day that I quit smoking was March 6th, 2018, and I did lives and everything. I was in such a great mood. I was high vibrational enough that I could talk to spirit throughout the whole day, and it was the happiest time of my life. And that was like what, 4 or 5 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Easy way to quit smoking. There's a present from dad again. Oh, there you go. That's why he's saying birthday present around your birth. This is why it's coming in a couple of months before your birthday. So that on your birthday, you're going to feel so proud of yourself. It's not even funny. It's a very small 100-page book. It's free online. Just Google it and find the free
Okay.
version and read it. You'll be a non-smoker before your birthday.
Okay.
I'm going to let them pull their energy back, but know that they're all together, and I hope that this was helpful, hon.
It was. It
Awesome.
was.
Happy New
Thank you.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay. Sorry for scratching my nose like this, you guys. This is a sign of disfiguration, or that somebody didn't look in life the way that they, rephrased. Somebody didn't look in death the way they did in life. I have a young soul coming through. Younger soul. Who have I not read for in a while? So many people. Okay. Spirit, who am I reading for right now? Who. Oh, hi, Rox. You haven't been here for a while. I've never seen you on here before. Good to see a familiar face. Guys, there we are. Who's Brittany Wheeler? Have I read for you before, Brittany? I think I have, but I don't know. I got two Brittany's right beside each other. Brittany's like, yes, you're so honest and amazing. Thank you for telling me that. So Brittany Marjorie, have I read for you before then? Because I'm with one of the Brittany's. All I can hear is Brittany, 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 Brittany. Brittany Marjorie?
You read for me on a phone. You read for me on a phone before.
Within the last few months? Not for a while, hey?
No, in the summertime.
Okay, well, there's a lady standing behind you going, I'm going to haunt you unless you do this for me. So I'm coming to you.
Okay.
Is there somebody you want me to focus on, or just see who this is?
Just see who it is.
Oh my goodness, my face. Okay, you ready to do this?
Yep.
Both feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus.
Okay.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. You've got babies around you? That's the young soul. I was so confused in my head. I'm like, I don't understand. This is like a grandma stepping forward. Why am I feeling a young soul? And when I asked that question in my head, your baby coughed. Because I will feel and sense whatever is around you. You have a grandma on the other side, I believe, and she's showing me this, and I'm pretty sure it's a grandma, unless your mom is on the other side. But I think this is a grandma or an auntie, and she shows me this, which is my symbol for very close. And she is so close to you that it's like I can smell everything around you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
This grandma is making my face itchier than I've, like, very, very itchy. She's making me feel like she was very strong and very with it for most of her life until the very end. And then I don't know if it's the last year or the last month or so, but everything starts to go to shit, so to speak. Sorry about my language. That's the way she says it to me.
Yep.
And then it was just like a cascade. And that's why I feel the disfiguration all over the place, because I think that's how you remember that last year. You understand that?
Yep.
Is this Dad's mom?
No, it's my mom's mom.
She just wanted to take this minute. She's like, I'm not going to stay long, sweetie. I just wanted to take this minute to let you know how proud I am of you. You just made some big change in your life, and she just is popping in to let you know that she is incredibly proud of you.
Oh.
Did you just start a new job or something like that?
I did, yeah.
She's helping you. You are not alone, honey. I promise you that. And she has not left your side. She sees everything going on, and that's why I can feel baby. Is this your second baby, or are you trying for baby number 2?
No, I have 4 boys.
You have
He's
4.
my youngest.
I keep seeing what's with number 2. Hold on a second. I still feel maybe this is 2 more souls coming in. Are you trying for another baby?
No.
She's like, I tried 4 times for a girl, Tracy. I'm still seeing a couple of souls coming in because you're married, correct?
Yes.
Is there still a window open? Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, but no, there's no more babies.
Close the window, honey. Close the window. Grandma's coming in.
This is what you kept telling me last time too.
See, I'm telling you, your loved ones know what they're doing and what they're saying. It's not an accident. They will say the same thing over and over and over, and even if I don't remember reading for you before, because there is a possibility baby's coming in unless you close that window. She's like, snip, snip, boy, snip, snip. Don't put it on her. Do you have that planned?
No, but I will be planning it.
Know how loved you are, and that these changes that you made are going to grow in your world. And she just gave you homework. She said every day when you get up in the morning, you look in the mirror and you say, I am lucky, I am loved, I am blessed, and everything always is working out for me. You keep saying that, and Grandma will do the rest of the work because she loves you so much, and she's very much there with you, looking out for what you want and trying to guide you along the way. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Then she gave him a wet washcloth. Is he teething?
Nope.
She's giving him a wet washcloth. I used to do that for my kids when they were starting to get teeth.
Well, he's going to go have a bath here soon. So
See, they're talking to you, not me. I'm just trying to figure out what that means. Well, know that she's with you. She sees all of that. She's going to go with you for that bath. Because when you said that, she's like, splish, splash, I'll be taking a bath. Oh, don't make me sing, Grandma. Okay, let's pull her energy back, little trickster she is. Have an awesome bath, and I hope that was helpful.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Okay, I've read for you, I've read for so many people on here. Okay, here's what I want you to do, guys. If I have not read for you, put a heart up here so I can see who I have not read for and who I have. If I have not read for you, flash a heart up there. I'm not sure how to do that, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. Who wrote that? Okay, awesome. Okay, Leslie, I'm coming to you first. Leslie, I'm sure, see, I can't see a face.
Hello.
Your energy feels familiar. You've been following me for a while. You're not brand new here, right?
About a month or so.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, ready to do this? So basically you understand. That's what I need to know, is that you understand how I read and I can just jump right in. I don't have to explain it all over again. Yeah?
Yep. No, I'm good.
Awesome. Okay, let's do this. Both feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus. Oh, wow. Okay, Leslie, you understand what the term puzzle dump means, yes?
Not really.
Okay, I'm going to describe it again quickly. Okay, so when we do this connection exercise, I call it a puzzle dump because it's kind of like when you're building a puzzle. You have to dump out all the pieces in order to organize them and figure out how they fit together. When we do that connection exercise, there's a huge amount of information that passes over all of my senses. but they're like puzzle pieces. I don't know how they all fit together because I'm not in your life. So what I'm going to do is explain to you everything that I'm picking up, and then we will go back and figure out how that fits, okay?
Okay.
Right away, somebody started with my face. They're making me feel the tingles. Taste blood and I can feel tragedy. The tingles in my face is a sign of disfiguration or that I didn't look in death the way that I did in life. I have a soul that is coming through that passed suddenly, unexpectedly, or traumatically. Because when I can taste blood, that symbolizes trauma. Does not necessarily mean that there was blood, but it means that there was trauma. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Who is this?
It could be my aunt.
Okay, you say that. Now I see two people. Who's the other person?
Oh, jeepers.
She's got a young male with her. When you say it could be my aunt, I feel dramatic relief to be reunited with the young male. Did your aunt lose a child or lose somebody underneath of her?
Her younger brother.
There you go. See, she's stepping forward with him, and he died in a tragedy.
Yes, you would call it that, yes.
She steps forward with enormous relief to let you know that they've been reunited on the other side. And she's like, for goodness sake, don't see me like that anymore. I'm not like that no more. I'm good over here. Are you native by any chance, hon?
No.
Interesting, because she's giving me flowers, or not flowers, feathers, which are sometimes my connection symbol for a connection with the native culture. 9 times out of 10, that's what they mean. But if they're still giving you feathers and you don't have a connection with the native culture, then that tells me that you are being two things. One, you're being angelically guided. And 2, your aunt is sending you feathers to let you know that she is with you. Have you found feathers since she passed?
Yeah, you can say that because I bought a coat and all the feathers are coming out of it.
See, that's your aunt. They will find feathers wherever they can find them, let me tell you. And I've had them do that to my pillows and my coats. I don't buy down for that reason anymore. Spirit will use whatever tool you give it, or you give them to speak to you. And that's the one your aunt is using for you.
Oh, okay.
She's showing me the confusion. I feel like there was some confusion in the end of her world, or like that's my inability to communicate sign. So it feels like for some time at the end of my life I can't communicate. Do you understand that?
Well, yeah, kind of, yeah.
How do you understand that? Because I need to understand how this puzzle piece truly fits so I can figure out how the next one fits in.
Well, she found out back in August she had cancer,
Yeah.
but she never told anybody in the family until pretty much the first, second week in December, and she was gone Christmas Day.
Got ya. Oh, I got ya. That's why she's showing me the restricted communication. See, she regrets that now. I'll tell you that. I see an apology for that now, because see, in her eyes, she just showed me when she was here, she didn't want to ruin everybody's Christmas. She didn't want to ruin not just Christmas. She didn't know she was going to go on Christmas Day until after she went, but she didn't want to ruin it for anyone else. She didn't want anyone to pity her. She didn't want anyone to feel sorry for her. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yes, because that's what she told us all.
That's exactly what she's telling me now. But then she's saying that when she got to that side and she saw, it's like she's almost feeling like that was selfish of her, because it made everything happen so fast that nobody really had time to process. Nobody had time to say what they needed to say before they passed. She needs everyone to know that she heard everyone. And she chose to pass on Christmas Day because the dead do this very often. They will pass on or around a very important day, not because they want to hurt us every time that day comes up, but because they want us to remember them every single Christmas. And there is not a Christmas that's going to go by now that you're not going to remember her, right?
Oh, right.
So if you're remembering her, you're thinking about her. If you're thinking about her, it's because she's right there. Because you can't think about something that's not there. You can't smell something that's not there. You can't taste something that's not there. You can't hear something. You following me?
Oh, yes.
Is your dad on the other side as well?
No.
There's a father figure that just stepped forward. It could be an uncle because he doesn't seem, unless you have a young grandfather, because this gentleman stepped forward and said, "Move out of the way, old lady. It's my turn. I got to say hello before she pulls back."
That could be my stepfather.
See, I knew it felt like a father. And did he smoke as well? Because there's cigarette smoke around him.
Oh, yes. He loved to smoke.
So he's giving you the validation this is him. Please know how loved you are. When you say this is my stepfather, it doesn't feel like a stepfather. He loves you the same as if you were his own child.
Oh, yes. Well, I was a young child when he came into my life, and that's all.
So he's like, "Well, what the heck's with the stepfather stuff?" He's like, "That's BS. I'm her daddy."
Yeah, he always used to say that too.
He's showing me his hair. Was he balding before he passed? Or I'm not sure. He's just showing me. He's like, "Tell her I got full head of hair. Tell her, tell her."
He liked his hair. He had to make sure he would look good before he went out to the door and stuff like that.
That's right. He still looks good, just so you know. That's what he wants you to know.
Perfect.
Please know that they're with you. They love you so much. And both your parents are still here in the physical world, but separated.
Yes.
Because he just showed me the white blanket going around both of their shoulders. Are they in like different cities or different locations?
Yes, they are.
Because he's like, it doesn't matter how separated they are. There is no such thing as separation when you're in spirit. Spirit can be in all places at the same time. And they are very much watching over your parents
Okay.
and you. And as he pulls his energy back, he's like, "And I got the dog over here. Just tell her I got the dog. The dog's here. I don't know who lost the dog, if it's your dog or his dog, but I can feel the relief to let you know that he's got the dog."
That would be Mom's. Yep.
Awesome. All right. He just kissed your cheek and I smell smoke everywhere. And your aunt is like, "Oh, you smell her, just so you know. She's very communicative. Here's the thing with her energy before I pull back. Regret is a little bit different on that side than it is here, but she's definitely understanding that by withholding that communication, it was harder for you guys. So now on the other side, she's amplifying the communication. So that means that she's going to use every single synchronicity, every single cooperative influence, every single energetic imprint that she can to give you messages and let you know that she's there. So keep talking to her because you're not crazy. That's her speaking to you.
I speak to them all the time.
She's speaking back. She's like, "Next time you find the feather, acknowledge it. I'll stop ripping open your coats." Awesome. All right, hun. I'm going to let her pull her energy back. I hope that was helpful.
Yes, it was.
All right. All right, you guys. Who am I going to next? Okay, I'm going to do this a little different. I want people who've been following me for at least a month or so that have never had a reading. If that is you, put a heart up here. The first heart I'm going to. I like that. There we go. Kaylee, I'm going to you. I've never read for you before. In the last month or two, you got your heart up there first. Kaylee. Hi. I've never read
How
for
are
you
you?
before.
Yeah, you have. Oh no, you said who has been following you for longer than a month.
Yes, but that I haven't read for before. Is this Kaylee? You're connected to Tracy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad is like, "I don't care. Still counts. Still freaking counts. Go to me or we're going to your dad." Are you ready?
Because I'm at work right now and I only have like so much time until I'm off break and he's really trying to get in there right now.
So let's do it quickly.
Okay.
Ready? Close
Yeah.
your eyes, feet on the ground. Take a deep breath, picturing it start at your big toe, Pulling it all the way up through your body. Blow it directly towards me. Give me a minute to focus. Your dad's not going to waste a bunch of time with how he passed and all of that stuff because we've already been there, done that. He is reminding you, see, it's not an accident in the order that these messages go in. He's reminding you that you have an enormous amount of support and guidance on that side. And when you said, I've only got a few minutes, and it's like, of course you do, but he hit you at exactly the right moment, at exactly the right time when you have a moment of freedom right now. That's because this is how he's communicating in your life. He's showing me the bottleneck around you. Whatever you are going through, you are being bottlenecked. Did you hear me talking about that in the beginning of the readings? If you
No,
weren't
I
here,
missed
you can go back and
it.
watch it after I post it.
I
Because this
will.
is happening for you, not to you. And then he showed me the shotgun. So the shotgun usually means that they're protecting you. They're highly protective of you right now. So he's going to let you go. I can feel somebody calling you or pulling you from behind, but that's his message. You are protected and you are guided. This is happening for you, not to you. Remember, Daddy's here. And then he said, you smell good. Are you going out tonight? You look, I saw a mask, but
No, I'm at work right now.
okay. Why do you smell good? What does that mean? Where do you work with food?
No, I work with people with disabilities. But
That that's hilarious because your dad just made me laugh in my head. He's like, yeah, that smells good, hey? I almost feel like he's joking. Like, I almost
I
feel
make
like
them
he's,
smell good.
well, I had a 97-year-old grandma I took care of. Let me tell you, her room did not always smell good, honey. It just doesn't come out that way at 97.
It's funny because my coworker just came in like 5 minutes ago, like when I was in the office here, and he's like, he just like stared at me, and I'm like, what? He's like, you're smoking again, aren't you? I'm like, ah, busted.
That is what your dad is talking about right there. You
Yeah,
see, he's with you.
puzzled. Mm-hmm.
Keep talking to him. He sees everything that's going on around you. I can't know that, right? He knows that. I didn't even know it was smoking. I just know that he's saying, you smell good, honey. Ha ha ha. And I can feel the sarcasm. That's him. This is happening for you, not to you, hon.
That makes sense.
Okay, keep talking to him, but make sure you tell him what you need. Don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. Yeah? Okay. I hope that was helpful anyway. I'll let you get back to work, but hopefully.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye, honey. Alexis, your name is just like screaming at me right here. So I'm coming to you, honey. I'm coming to you. Oh, sweetie.
Hi there.
Hi. I had to look away for a second because the grief is overwhelming. You lost somebody recently, hey?
Within the past 5 years, I'd say.
It feels like yesterday. The second that I come to you, I feel like you're immediately going to cry. Just me saying your name. That's how strong that this energy, it feels like yesterday. Time is relative. It is how you feel. Okay,
Right.
let's do this. Somebody you want me to focus? You have a lot of people on that side. I know you said it's within 5 years. That's this gentleman, yeah?
Yes.
Who is this to you? Because he's like, make sure you come to, here's what I'm doing right now is you have so much grief around you. Grief distorts the energy field, sometimes making it harder for me to go to clearly. So what happened is all your other relatives started to come forward, the ones that you don't have as much grief around, because I can hear them easily. And they started throwing all this loving energy at me to help bring this person through. So that's why I'm saying, who is this person? So I can just focus directly on him.
Yeah, my cousin.
All right. I see me itching my nose already. He's like, I'm in one piece, girl. I'm all in one piece. And then I see Merkel going, did I do that? Okay, we haven't even connected yet, buddy. Simmer down. Are you ready to do this?
Yes.
Okay. Both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath. Picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Wow. Okay. So here we go. Right away, my face is massively itchy, but it's itchy and then it goes away. And he shows me like, bam, it was quick and it was over quick. Feels like it was harder for you guys than it was for him. He's showing me some dizziness in the mind or some confusion in the mind. It's interesting because he feels kind of young, but yet I feel like I'm slipping out of the body. Definitely showing me separation between body and soul. Sometimes they will show me that if the body was really damaged or in a lot of pain, and the soul will exit the body before we actually pass. I'm not exactly sure. How did your cousin pass?
He died in his sleep. He overdosed on a couple of drugs.
That's why he is. So this is why he makes me feel this way. He gets my face all itchy for a couple of reasons. One, opiates make you itchy.
Mhm.
Two, he's funny. I'll just say that. I said opiates make you itchy. He goes, "Oh yeah, crazy lady. How do you know that?"
That sounds like him.
I know that because I had fibromyalgia for a very long time, and the doctors used to prescribe that shit to me all the time, and it made me itchy like crazy until I inspired myself to figure out how to heal myself, and I did, and now I don't have fibromyalgia anymore. Anyway, he's like, "Yeah, me neither." That's why he's like, "Oops, did I do that?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did not. That's an answer as well, because he did not mean to do it. I feel responsibility. I do not feel intention. Do you understand? They take
Mhm.
me through their passing from their perspective, never from ours. And that's why he's making me feel that confusion, that disorientation. I do know that he felt the burning in the throat, or it's almost like I vomited in my own throat or something.
Wow. Yeah, because when they found his body the next day, he did have vomit coming out.
I can feel it. That's like his last memory. And he's like, "Don't be sad for me though." Because do you know how many people told me not to do this? Do you know how many people tried to help me? Do you know how many people tried to write me on the right path? And he's making me feel like that he had none of it.
Yeah, I never felt like it was intentional. I had no idea, what he was going through, and he had just lost his mom prior, maybe within a month before he passed.
That makes a lot of sense. She didn't die the same way that he did, though. She died of
Mhm.
illness, I feel like
That's
getting
right.
worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And he couldn't
Mhm.
deal with that trauma. So he did what he did to try to cope with the trauma. And it ended up taking his life. And I feel like everybody tried to, that would make sense why he kept saying, everybody tried to help me. I feel the support. I feel everyone trying to come to him and him pushing everyone away. That would make sense if he had just experienced that loss. But let me tell you, your aunt is beautiful. First of all, she comes through glowing, like literally glowing. She steps out of her body like she's stepping out of a wet bathing suit, and she was done with that thing. I feel like she shows me the body scan, which is more than one issue in the body or pain throughout the body. And she's making me feel like no matter what we did, that was not going to heal. I lived in that condition for like a long time, long time.
Mhm.
Happy to be on that side and not happy. She's like, "Don't worry, I kicked his ass 10 times over when he got up here." That's why she let him feel that, was so that when he incarnates again in a lifetime, he will never do that again. Because think about, if you die in a previous lifetime by drowning, then in this lifetime, oftentimes we're afraid of the water and things like that, right? Not because we remember drowning, but because
Mhm.
our soul does. He
Right.
said, "Do not be upset that I choked and that I had that moment of fear and trauma and, yes, pain. It was very quick. Mom came to get him very quick. That's why I felt like I was very itchy, and then it just stops. And I'm like, okay, that's
Mhm.
when mom came to get him. 2 dates, and that would be the 2 dates close together, is because he was showing me the 2 dates close together. At least I think is what he's talking about. No, there might be another thing in there right away as well. It feels like now 3. So here's the thing. He's showing me 2 dates close together, which is usually like passing around another important date, a birthday, an anniversary, something like that. Now, when I say that, and I know his mom already passed a month before, I automatically thought it was that. And he said, no. There was another important day. When did they pass?
I would say she had passed within a month that he passed, but she also lost her husband around the same time. They passed not too far apart from each other.
Got ya. Got ya. So that's what they're showing me. That, and this is what I love about spirit is that, and why I tell you guys all the time, they don't care if I understand the messages. They are literally puzzle pieces, and I'm trying to figure out what they mean. But that is very randomly specific. When they say, when I say 2 dates close together, and that would perfectly make sense if it was just her and him, but then she's like, nope, 3. And that's actually true.
Mhm.
She knows what she's talking about. So that's her way to say that they're reunited on that side as well. And they have him with them now. He pointed at your hair and he said, I love the haircut, kid. Did
No.
you get your hair cut recently?
No. No, but I used to have highlights and I got rid of them. I just let my hair grow out.
That's why. Because you're natural and you're beautiful. He's showing me Oprah. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Did you just get a new car or do you need one?
Yeah, I've been considering getting a new car.
Did you get your license after he had passed?
No, it was before.
So I'm not sure who in your life telling me somebody just got their license.
I have a niece that's working on getting her license and she's pretty close.
A roommate?
My niece.
There we go. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
roommate? That doesn't feel right. It feels younger than. I thought it was a
Yeah.
male. That would still make sense because he's showing me getting the license and you getting your car. And that would make sense why he's going, you get a car and you get a car and you get a car because he wants to help all of you get new cars.
Oh.
So all you got to do is say, thank you for my new car. I'm getting a new car. I don't know when. I don't know where. I don't even know what color, but I know I'm getting one.
That's awesome.
And then follow the breadcrumbs. So what that means is that say you're on a walk one day and you find yourself standing outside a dealership and you're like, that would be fun to test drive a car. Do it. Don't worry about if you have the money to buy it or not. Just go do it. Just follow your heart and do what makes you happy. And next thing you know, you're going to have a car sitting in the driveway before you can even blink. They are not gone, and they need you to know that they're going to guide you and keep communicating with him because your cousin is like, thank you. I am not dead. I'm still here. Hello. I'm still here.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Because of his passing and the way he passed so unexpectedly, I just had this grief on me for so many years because I didn't know if he suffered or if he went in peace or if he made it to the other side. So it was just so sudden, and I don't have any brothers, so he was like a brother to me.
Yeah.
And so this helps tremendously.
See, that's the other thing I love about Spirit is that all I asked you was, who do you want me to connect with? You didn't tell me what you needed to hear from him, but he knows what you need to hear from him. He knows what validations that he needs to talk about. He came in right away talking about how, yeah, he did suffer a little bit, but don't feel sorry for me. I needed that. I needed that. So I never have to live another lifetime like this ever again.
I'm just a bit devastated because his son was about less than a year when he passed, and his girlfriend at the time was pregnant. And I think the baby was about a month around the time that he passed
girl?
away. Yeah, a little girl.
See, he knows. He was there for that. He put a ring on her finger. Is she remarried now, or is she with somebody else now?
She was for a while, yeah.
He's watching over the kids as well. He said, don't feel bad about this. Listen, every soul that is born into this world is born for a purpose. And your cousin's life might have been short, but it was very purposeful and very valuable. And because he died the way that he did, his kids are going to grow up knowing that drugs kill. Because he passed the way he did, there's going to be an emphasis on healing our pain instead of covering it up and running from it. And those 2 life lessons are going to do more for his kids than he could have ever done in the state of being he was in here in the physical world.
Wow.
I want to leave you guys with this. God gave me a really powerful vision this Christmas, and it applies in this situation. Seeing these YouTube video, or not YouTube, I'm on TikTok. All these stupid TikTok videos of these parents terrorizing their children with dressing up as the Grinch or something like that, pulling some kind of nasty prank on them and terrorizing them. You have these parents getting somebody to dress up as the Grinch, breaking into their house, stealing the kids' presents and trees and whatever else. You have kids in dramatically massive pain. Anybody that looks at these kids can see the pain that is baking in them, the trauma, the terror in their eyes as they're screaming in fear. But yet those parents are still doing that and they're laughing their motherfucking asses off. Excuse my language. But does that mean that the parents don't love the kids? No.
No.
The reason why the parents think it's funny is because they have more information than the children do. The children only have a limited perspective. And from their limited perspective, everything that's happening is extremely fearful. But the parents can see things from this view up here. They understand the why behind it. And once we understand the why behind why things are happening, the fear is gone. And then sometimes it's even funny. Do you see what I'm saying? But if you
Right.
don't understand the bigger picture behind things, then you can be like that child and terrorized. Sometimes these situations that terrorize us in our life are happening to us for us. Not because God wants to terrorize you. He's not like the parents in this situation, ignorant in that state. He allows them to happen. He doesn't take joy in your pain, but he tries to enlighten you as to why it is happening. He will allow it to happen and then try to bring you the enlightenment as to why it's happening so that you can feel better about what is going on and that you can be the parent, not the kid, and see the humor, the purpose, the joy, the fun, all of that in the situation. So the next time you feel like you're being terrorized or that you feel stuck or traumatized or anything like that, I want you to inside yourself say, okay, I am the child that is feeling this fear because I can't see the big picture. Higher self, show me the big picture. God, loved ones, show me why this is happening to me and help me get from where I am to where I'm going. Are you in school?
No, but I had recently been looking into going back to school.
Because he said, I am so freaking proud of you. You got this and I will be there when you graduate. That's what he said. See, you thinking that you need to go to school is you interpreting his energy that he is sending you. That's him standing right beside you going, go to school, go to school, go to school. Because when you go to school and you succeed, he tastes that energy in you. He tastes that accomplishment. He's living vicariously through you, with you, and by you. You understand that?
Mhm.
It's pulling their energy away. Know that they're all together and they love you very much.
Thank you so much. This has brought so much peace of mind to me.
You're very welcome, honey. He's funny. He's like, oh, it won't be the last time. I'll probably see you in a few months.
It's funny that you said the Steve Urkel thing in the beginning because he grew up around that like 90s nostalgic, TV shows and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and things of that sort.
That's why they play it in my head, right? That's why they play it in my head.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
You're welcome, hun. Okay, I'm going to pull that energy back, and I think I might do one more before I go. Okay, where am I going here? Who have I not read for before? Is that David O'Regan? I see a name David there. Is that David O'Regan? If that's David O'Regan, let me know. Can you hear me, David? No. Okay. So you're new, so I'm not coming to you just yet. I will come to you soon. Bezlinda, I'm saying your name all wrong. Bezlinda, I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm going to come to you. I haven't read for you before, have I?
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, have I read for you before?
I've had a private reading before, yeah,
Private.
like 2 years ago.
But not free. right?
No, last time when you said you had your last Zooming, you said I'll be the first one to read. Now I'm the last one.
Go figure. Because you know what? I forget sometimes who I've read for and who I haven't, but Spirit doesn't. And as you've seen, they know what you need to hear. And sometimes you will hear some of the messages you need through other people. And so
Right.
if you get saved till last, that's usually because there is messages in there that they need you to get before I can even come to you.
Right.
Cool. Okay, you have a lot of spirit on the other side and a lot of money, just so you know. There's money falling all over you. So,
Oh.
I mean, that's not a bad energy to have. Ha! Is there one specific person you want me to communicate with or connect with? Or is there
There's lots, but specifically it'd be my son.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, let's go to him first. He's like, you think that's why I'm sending her money? Hello? This is not a baby, right?
He was a baby when he passed away, yeah.
Interesting. Because what I heard, we haven't even connected yet. Because what I heard was, and I'm not wearing diapers. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you're not a baby. He's like, I'm not a baby. Okay. So we haven't even started yet. That means that he's still growing on the other side. He's still
Yeah.
maturing. He's still evolving. He's still growing on that side. Wow. Okay, let's do this, hon. Ready?
Okay.
Both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath. Picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus.
Okay.
Oh, okay, he's with your grandparents, honey. Oh my goodness, is he with your grandparents? If this is not your grandparents, this would be great grandparents, but I'm telling you, right away, as soon as we connect, I see that little boy go crawl into a lady's arms, and this lady has her husband with her. So it's a couple. They are together on that side, and she steps forward with this energy of course I have him with me, sweetheart. Of course we're here together. And she's teaching him to learn, and they're doing blocks together. I'm literally seeing those little blocks. How old was he when he passed?
10 months.
Was he starting to play with blocks when he passed?
No.
Because she's showing me. Do you know what I'm saying about these blocks? These like,
Yeah.
you have kids now, yeah?
Yeah.
And you had a child after he passed, yeah?
He was our first, yeah.
Because he showed me the children coming in after, and he's showing you blocks. Why is he giving you blocks? Did you just buy blocks for the babies for Christmas, or like?
No.
I'm seeing learning blocks, and I can't change what he's showing me because I don't understand the message. But those like old alphabet and numbered blocks, you know what I mean? It's not like Legos; it's like blocks.
Yes, I understand.
And then every time I say that, do you hear your little one in the background start talking?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as fluke, random, or chance. That is spirit communication synchronizing me to the child that the message is for. Who's the child talking in the background?
It's my third daughter.
She is she like 4, 5, somewhere in there?
She's 4, yeah.
I can feel it. Your son is saying, Mama, get her some blocks. She's really smart. And this is why I'm seeing him learning to read, learning numbers, and all of that kind of stuff. He's giving his sister those blocks as well, letting you know, oh, that makes sense. Letting you know that as you teach her and as you are doing these things with her, he is right there doing them with you as well. Is
Well,
she
she's
starting
4, and we think like she doesn't know the alphabet yet. So for Christmas, we just got her like the ABC, like the letter pattern for her to learn the ABCs.
Close enough. I'm seeing the little ABC blocks. Either way, she's showing me the ABC stuff. She's showing me that you're teaching your little ones to read. I say she. He is talking about, I say she because he's like this with your grandma on that side, or the great grandma, whoever this is. We'll go to her in a second. But they're so close that I can't even pick that energy apart totally.
Mm-hmm.
But here nor there, the message that's coming in strong and clear is that he's still growing on that side. He's still learning. He's still living vicariously through you and your other children. And everything you guys do there, he's doing as well.
Thank you.
He was there for Christmas.
Yeah.
He's like, I haven't missed one. I got more ornaments on that tree than they do. Ha ha ha. You have multiple ornaments on the tree for him?
Yeah, there's lots.
I can tell. Do you have his hair as well? A piece of his hair?
No,
He's showing me his hair.
no.
I'm seeing literally, did you keep a piece of somebody else's hair then? Because I see a piece of cut hair, cut and saved hair.
With the girls, when we do their first haircut, I saved all their hair.
Okay. You have 3 children?
4 girls.
He's joking about this because not joking. And okay, let me rephrase. He's like, Mom, do you see? You have 4 extraordinarily beautiful girls. This is why they needed their big brother in spirit, so I can see everything and protect my sisters. They have a guardian angel on that side, and I feel like one is named after him, if that makes sense.
No.
Either named after him or just like, because this is my symbol for just like. He did not incarnate again yet because he's waiting for you on that side. He's like, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here when you get here. I'm not going to incarnate so that when you get over here, you don't see me. I will be here.
Okay.
And then as he pulls his energy back, he goes, hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. And I still see this again. Is he named after Dad? Like I'm seeing named
Yeah.
after.
His middle name was after dad's name.
So even if I don't get all of the message, because these messages are multifaceted, they often mean more than one thing, he's going to clarify and let you know that this is him. He's named after Dad. He's strong just like Dad. He's playing that song in my head. Aw. Don't make me cry, dude. I got through this whole thing without crying. I'll be darned if lesson 1 is going to make me cry. Have you heard the song Watching You? I'll be watching.
Yes.
It's that, I don't even know who sings it. It's a country song about children watching their parents and doing what they do.
I think I have, yes.
He's playing that for Dad. And is Dad a distance or space away? Is he in another city or working a lot? Like I feel like he's not.
In the summertime, he's always away. He's home for the winter.
I can feel that coming up. I can feel that separation coming up. Just know your son is still with you. He's not missing a single beat of it, and he is very much watching over your girls, over the entire family. He's really proud of Dad. He's really proud of you guys, and he's just reminding you again that he's very much there. And your girls see him, especially when they're little. They see him. They know he's there, even if you don't always know he's there. You know that they can feel him and sense when he's around. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Just
We
know
talk to them about him a lot.
know that that's real. And then he's like showing me that he's helping take the Christmas tree down. Did you just do that?
We talked to the girls last night and said we're going to take it down today, and we didn't get to it today, so it'll happen tomorrow.
He's going to help you with that. See, this is what I mean. They bring up things that are randomly specific to let you know that they are with you at this moment, at this time. They can see everything going on. And the grandmother, before I pull my energy back, is this grandma or great grandma? I see the 2 people that are married or together. They feel like they love each other. They don't feel like they were separated or anything. It feels like they were married for a very long time.
Yes, grandmas. My grandma, grandpa.
Is that on Dad's side?
Both of my grandparents are on the other side.
So that was see, they're trying to identify who is sitting with your little one, especially because when I said that he's with the grandma and I said, is this on Dad's side? And you said both. I felt them both like here and say, don't you dare say one and not the other. It's like, okay, calm down. They're all teaching him on that side. And which ones have the accent? So when I start hearing my grandma's thick French accent in my head, that means that one of the sides of these families speak a different language or had an accent.
Both of them.
Huh. So they're all taking care of you guys on that side. They're taking care of him on that side and taking care of all of you guys here.
He has his grandpa from my husband's side. He has, yeah, my husband's dad on the other side.
When you said that, my nose got itchy and I felt rapid decline. Like I feel like somebody gets very sick very quick or things happen very fast and then I'm on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that?
Yes.
He's there as well. You have so many people on the other side though. How do I say your name so I can stop pronouncing it wrong?
Just the way it's spelled, Linda.
Just Linda. Okay. I wasn't sure if the S is silent or not. And I always get up here and say it like 10 times trying to figure it out. He steps forward and gives you the heart and the love and is just thanking you for loving his boy so much because I feel he just said you are the glue that holds him together. Aww.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I hope this was helpful, honey. I'm going to let them
Thank
put
you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right, you guys, that felt good to get some of that out. Thank you guys for all being here. And if I didn't get to you quite today, I will get to you. Spirit will let me know who lines up with the messages that I need to deliver at the time I need to deliver them. And I'm not gone. Just because I took a 10-day break doesn't mean that I'm going to keep taking 10-day breaks. I'm going to keep coming back. But I am going to slow down when I need a break. And I'm not going to use this as trauma therapy for myself so much anymore because I'm tired of being in these repeating situations, and I'm going to take the time to heal whatever is going on in my life, and then I'm going to come back here and do this. So at least once or twice a week, you guys. So if you didn't get a message yet, you will. I promise you. If you are here and you are liking my stuff, sharing my stuff, supporting my stuff, I love you and I appreciate you more than you will ever know. So thank you for being here. I will see you again. Have an awesome Happy New Year. I'll see you soon, you guys. Take care.